Border Radio were a commercial station, we'd probably play something other than the music you hear now, and of course, play commercials. But you probably listen to Border Radio because we're not that. We're non-commercial community radio. But the only way we can do this is when you choose to support it. Visit borderradioaz.org/donate to give today.
What's up, Yuma? I'm Johnny.
And I'm Ronnie.
And on today's program, we are joined first by Alfred Hernandez from Estab Records. And cool thing about Alfred, the very first show I ever helped put on, he was a performer at the show.
Nice.
Yeah, it was
Memory
pretty cool.
lane.
Memory lane. So we're going to go down memory lane, talk about that, as well as his beat tape coming out. We're also going to have Jade Bloomfield, and she is a local bodybuilder, fitness guru. So we're going to see how we could get those New Year's resolutions kept. So stay with us for What's Up Yuma Radio beginning right now on KOFA 94.7 FM.
And streaming online at borderradioaz.org and on the KOFA app. And you can stream right now on the Border Radio Facebook page and KAWC YouTube page, and email us at whatsupyumaradio@gmail.com.
Chili from Philly. Nick Papa Giorgio from Yuma.
What's up, Yuma? Welcome back to another episode of What's Up Yuma Radio. I'm Johnny.
And I'm Ronnie.
And on today's program, yes, it's going to be a trip down memory lane, and it already is, because before we get to them, let's see if I can get this on camera right here. I have a cassette tape in my hand. Ronnie also has one. Can we get a close-up of Ronnie over
I'll
here?
show the back. It's purple. This is, I was like, when's the last time I got handed this? You know, like an actual cassette.
It's very cool that it's purple, because the purple tape, if anybody in hip-hop remembers, is Raekwon's tape from Wu-Tang. He had a purple tape. It was like kind of see-through a little bit. It was purple.
Neat.
So the purple tape, when you say that, you go back to the Wu-Tang clan back in the day. So, and I'm talking about my man Alfred Hernandez, aka AJ Fresh, as he's known for this beat tape right here. And thank you for being with us.
Hey, thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, and we were talking, and when you got here, and I was like, hey, are you still at that other job? You're like, I haven't been there in like 20 years. And I'm like, my goodness. I was like, wow, I'm kind of out of it. But then I remember, you told me you're doing some other stuff with the video and everything. And but music, was that something a part of your childhood, and where did you grow up?
So I was pretty much born into hip hop. Grew up San Jose, California. That's where I was born. And when Rapper's Delight came out, that's when I was, yes, on the radio. On the radio. Yes, Rapper's Delight.
Yeah, that gray hair ain't lying there.
It is not. It is not at all. So I was around 8 years old when that song was on the radio.
Shut up.
Yep.
He can't believe it.
Wow.
1971.
This is a compliment. He's like, you look good.
Well, thank you. Appreciate it.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, oh my goodness.
Like, you can't believe that.
I can't believe it.
Exactly.
I'm speechless.
He's in disbelief.
Yeah, I'm disbelief. Thank you, Ronnie.
You're welcome.
Well, thank both of you. I appreciate it.
You look great.
But yeah, that's where it started. And then in 81, we moved to Loving, New Mexico, where my mom's from, on my mom's side of the family. And it kind of escaped me for a while because it took a while for it to trickle down. Yeah. Then, like I was telling you earlier, I would just get tapes from friends and be like, oh, you got to check this out. You got to listen to this.
Sure.
UTFO, Roxanne Shante, Biz Markie, and rappers and artists like that. And that's where it just kind of grabbed me. And then when I started junior high, that's when the big breakdance craze really took over. Went to go watch Beat Street in the theaters.
Yeah, Beat Street.
Oh, yeah.
A classic right there.
Oh, definitely.
Were you a breakdancer?
I sure was.
Did you have the sweatsuit, the tracksuit?
No, it was parachute pants.
Okay.
Parachute pants and Pumas with the fat
You got
shoelaces.
Cecilia over here like, I got those parachute pants.
Yeah.
Cecilia knows what's up. She's from Brooklyn. She's like, whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Taking it back to the old
So
school.
you did breakdancing?
Yes, I did.
Wow. How was that?
It was great. It was a lot of fun. At the time, all my friends were into it. I had my boom box and cardboard, and we would meet up. during lunch and just have breakdance
I love it.
contests.
It is fun. Yeah. So at my house in the backyard, there's a place where our old house was. It burned down years and years ago. But anyway, I had this concrete slab. So that's where the breakers would come. So we throw down the
That's
cardboard.
crazy.
And then on the, unfortunately to my dad, we'd spray paint and graffiti all over the walls and,
like,
and everything.
"Dang it."
It was like a whole hip hop sanctuary when I was a kid. But yeah, you throw down that cardboard and it's like, it's time to go.
Mhm.
Yeah, we even had this old abandoned, it was a theater and apartments. It was called the Apache Theater,
Mhm.
and it was just torn down. And there was only thing open was a laundromat.
Mm.
And we spent a lot of time there, and that's where we would gather. And in my mind, I felt like I was in Beat Street, because at the beginning of the movie, they showed at the time all the buildings that were in ruin.
Yeah,
So that just kind of in my mind is like, okay, this is where I'm at.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm in this is my little section of New York,
Yeah.
in loving New Mexico with
Exactly.
my hip hop.
Yeah, absolutely. So you started to get that flow again. You started to feel it. You're part of that, because it's community as well,
Yes,
right? It gives you a sense of a belonging and a place to be. It's like, okay, that's it right there.
Definitely.
So you gravitated. Who were some of your early favorite artists? I know you mentioned some that you heard on the different tapes, but who are some that really stuck out to you?
Well, of course, and Run DMC started hitting, and everybody was listening to Run DMC. That's when the rap videos were starting to get on TV, on MTV, and then LL Cool J drops. And,
Yeah.
I mean, that just took over the world at that moment.
Yeah.
I remember sitting in my room with my cassette tape, rewinding and writing down "I Need Love," the entire song. I
Like
just
all the
wrote
lyrics.
down
Okay.
because I wanted to know it. I wanted to learn. And that's unwittingly, I taught myself how to write,
That's awesome.
how to flow, and
Like
how
how a
to say
song's
rhymes.
made.
Yep,
Yeah, exactly.
exactly.
Yeah, and so you mentioned Beat Street. Do you remember Crush Groove?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Where they have that scene, how LL came in and did his little audition, whatever. Just you remember that scene?
yeah.
Oh yeah, he just came out on fire, like put the thing down and just like, okay, I'm LL Cool J, I'm here. They're like, you're hired, you're signed,
You're hired.
we're good.
You're with us.
Let's go. Yeah, we want you.
Yeah. Well, you know who else is in that movie, and a lot of people didn't realize it, and because I actually watched it not too long ago. Chris Rock
No.
I didn't know.
is
See,
in Crush Groove.
I did not know that
Yeah,
either.
he's in one scene where Run DMC go in and Run's talking to Russell, and they're getting into a fight because Run and DMC signed with another company, and in the background there's Chris Rock. I was like,
wow.
man,
Okay,
a lot of people are in this movie.
That's interesting.
Very.
So besides like LL Cool J, give me some other ones.
Well, of course, Rakim.
Rakim. I was wondering. That's why it was like in my head. Is he going to say Rakim? Because
Yep, of course,
he had that
Rakim.
that slow flow, but it was so smooth
Mhm.
and lyrical that it was like he captured your attention immediately.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's funny. Even Will Smith tried to copy him a little bit as Will Smith started to come up in the game. If you listen to the that Summertime song, it's a very representative flow of Rakim. So
yes, definitely.
so that you having this, you're part of it. Did you start after that? Did you you wrote down LL Cool J's rhymes? Did you start to do your own after that, or how long did it take?
So the way it happened is in my town, we didn't have a high school in my little town. So it's kind of like Somerton and Yuma.
Okay.
So Loving is 10 miles from Carlsbad. So when junior high for me at the time was 7th through 9th.
Okay.
So when I got into 10th grade, we had to get bused to Carlsbad to go to high school. And when I was running track, I met my friend Gerard. We ran track together. And then we had an assembly, and another group of friends of ours, they performed during the assembly. They were rapping.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
And I'm like, oh man. And then one of them, Jamal, we were all on track. So I drove him home one day, and he goes, hey, come check this out. So we go into his room. He has the turntable set up in the mixer, and he just starts mixing and scratching.
Ooh.
My mind is just blown.
You're like, I want to do this.
Yes, I'm like, I have found my purpose
I love
in
it.
life. I have found what's going to keep me poor for the rest of my life.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Not making any money off
Yep,
this.
never.
The starving artist thing is for real.
Yes.
Starving artist, that's for reals.
Wow.
So then me and Gerard got to talking, and I told him, well, why don't we start a rap group? Not knowing that he was already writing.
Okay.
So I was the DJ, he was the rapper,
Gotcha.
Hence, Will Smith and DJ Jazzy
Yeah,
Jeff.
yeah.
So yeah, then I got a drum machine, started learning how to program drum machines.
That's really cool.
Got my turntables.
What was your first drum machine? Do you remember?
It was a Boss DR 505.
Okay, I think I'm familiar with that. I think I can even hear the sounds in my head. I think Mike Titan had one back in the day.
Yeah, and it was just this little drum machine. It had a little gray case that you popped open, had maybe 20 sounds in it.
Oh.
And that's where I learned how to program. And then from there, we got a Roland TR 727. And that one, or was it 606? I can't remember. And that one, we made our very first cassette tape.
Oh, okay.
With that drum machine and some other friends. But yeah, in 10th grade, that's when it just really, I started going down that road and focused a lot and put all my energy into making music.
Yeah. So then making the beats. So you kind of figured out your role real quick that this is going to be your spot, because you said he was already rhyming. He already had this and he kind of had this flow going already. So you're like, let me facilitate in this and let me do my role.
Yep.
So making the beats, did that come naturally to you though? Because that I can't do it to save my life.
No, I tried in high school with like programs on the computer and stuff. Like I've always wanted to make music and it's challenging.
It's very challenging.
I was like, I give up. I did not have the determination like I do today. I could probably start trying, but like, so what was it like for you?
I don't know. I guess it did. Because I never,
like
because you got
natural.
rhythm, you're good.
He's feeling it.
In junior high, I played drums in the band.
Oh, cool.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
It
So
sounds like
that's
so
kind
simple
of-
for you now.
That's where it kind of started. And Carlsbad High School, their drum corps is still one of the tightest and best drum
I love
corps
it.
in the state of New Mexico. And they're called Strut. So when I was getting ready to go to high school, one of the upperclassmen, he lived across the street from me, and he would see me outside on my snare drum, and he came over and he goes, "Hey, we'd really like you to be a part of Strut."
Wow.
And I'm like, I play football. And in high school, in high school, you're either in the band
Or not.
or you're not.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, I'm a football player. I'm going to play football. And I didn't play in the band in high school, but that's when I started down the road of,
Gotcha.
of hip-hop.
Were you like a star football player?
No.
At least that's something you're like, I wasn't naturally good at that at all. Hey, you can
I
be
didn't say I wasn't good.
Yeah.
I just I was a role player.
Yeah, you
and
played the
had
role
fun.
again. You're playing the role, but it's drums, obviously. I listened to this tape. It's very boom bappy. So that definitely has that big part of hip hop is those drums.
Yes.
And so that was already in you. So you're able to like keep count. That was my hardest thing. It's like everything has to be quantized and like on 1,
It's
2,
like
3,
too
4.
much. Yep.
And it's like, but I want to do this. And it's like,
and then it doesn't sound right. It's like,
no, it's like the early ones is like, we can't rap on this. Like, there's no way.
There's no beat.
There's no structure to it. But so you figured that out. You got the 1, 2, 3, 4, the 4 count. You got the boom bap sound. And then did immediately he start rhyming over him?
No, I didn't actually pick up the pen until after I graduated.
Okay.
And me and Gerard, we just it was time for us to go our separate ways.
So that whole time you just we're doing it for him. He's doing it, establishing his name. You got your presence as the producer, DJ. Okay.
Yeah. And so when we decided to go our separate ways, I was in a quandary, like, am I going to continue down this road? What am I going to do? Because at that time, you couldn't just be a rapper and you couldn't just be a DJ, because that's what we were.
Okay.
We weren't really looked at as producers until down the road when they realized, they're not just scratching and spinning albums, they're making the beats.
Yeah. Like you got Eric B and Rakim. Yep. Eric B did the production. You got Premier and Guru from Gangstar. Premier did all the production. He wasn't just a DJ. He was actually finding the samples and putting the music together.
Yep, exactly. So one of our friends that was always running around, they told me, he's like, well, why don't you just start writing?
Like,
He goes, I've heard you. And so then I started writing to my beats and just building my ability to be a MC more and more.
So you're rapping.
Yes.
And did that come naturally? Is it like a science?
The writing came more natural than finding my flow and my rhythm.
Yeah.
And then once, you know how it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then especially at that time, you had to be unique. You had to have
yeah,
your own
stand out.
voice. Yes. You couldn't sound like the next man.
That's right.
Like I couldn't write a song sounding like Gerard because then I'm just biting.
Then you're copying him.
Yeah, biting was not allowed.
Biting.
No.
That's what it was called, biting.
You're a biter.
Yep.
I segue real quick. I was just watching, I think it was Drink Champs, one of my favorite podcasts. I love that with Nori. And anyway, I was watching that, and rappers now, they all bite each other. They have that same flow, and it's like
It's all the same.
It's all lazy, and these companies are just spitting out these rappers that just all sound the same, and that wasn't allowed when we were younger.
No.
So much so, and a lot of people don't know this. They know Cypress Hill because Insane in the Membrane.
Yeah.
He doesn't sound like that. He did that so he can sound different. That nasally sound is not him. He purposefully did that because he wanted to sound different than everyone else.
And it worked.
And it worked. And it worked. So that was part of the culture back then that you did it. So you had to find something unique. You couldn't sound like somebody. And that takes a while to do that.
So what was your uniqueness?
I really don't know.
I'd have to go listen and see. I know. I still have to listen to Johnny's raps too.
Yeah.
Where are they?
They're hidden. there's like one
They're
song.
archived.
There's one on iTunes.
I've never rapped.
Yeah.
I've never
It's
tried.
fun.
Apparently,
It's
like
fun.
when I used to drink. I
Put
could
on a
rap.
beat, Cecilia. Let's get that. No.
No, I think when I found my voice, when I really my pen, because your pen has to find its voice before you find your voice. And when my pen found its voice and I realized, okay, I sound better when I'm more metaphorically inclined in my rhymes, where I'm using wordplay and just having fun with it, because then I can increase or decrease the volume of my voice, speed up, slow down. So that's I kind of pattern myself against Method Man, because Method Man, when it comes to metaphors, I mean, he's just on a whole other level with it. So that's kind of where I patterned myself. Him and Rakim really molded my style a lot.
And that's why I brought up Rakim, because I know that I can hear that when you flow, like that Rakim did that for you. Yeah, absolutely. I was like, that came to mind. Right. That's why I couldn't let you get away with that question without saying Rakim. I was like, am I thinking this wrong? Like, am I wrong here? And it's like, no, as always, I was right. So we're going to take a break on that note. No, I'm just kidding. We're going to come back and we're going to find out how you ended up in Yuma and continued on that legacy here.
Okay. Sounds
all
good.
right. We're going to do that after a quick break. You're listening to What's Up Yuma Radio right here on 94.7 KOFA Border Radio.
Blood services provider Vitalant is hosting blood drives at Yuma locations on an ongoing basis. Daily personal emergencies and ongoing medical needs of thousands of patients require a constant and ready blood supply. Donations of all blood types, especially O, are needed. Locations, dates, and appointments at donors.vitalant.org.
You are tuned to 94.7 FM KOFA Border Radio. We expect a mostly sunny day, but breezy in Yuma today with an afternoon high of about 65 degrees. Clear skies tonight with a low of 45 degrees. Winds are out of the west at 5 to 10 miles per hour, but could gust in excess of 30 miles per hour. The Trump administration on Tuesday filed a lawsuit against Arizona Secretary of State Adrian Fontes for refusing to hand over voter registration and election records. The full report at kwc.org/news.
Hey, it's Jared J.B. Boyd from Beale Street Caravan. And coming up next time, we've got Mark Edgar Stewart and the Blue Shift Ensemble live on Beale Street Caravan.
This evening at 7 p.m. on KOFA Border Radio 94.7 FM.
What's up, Yuma? Welcome back to What's Up Yuma Radio. We are here talking to AJ Fresh, the man, the myth, the legend, and he has this new beat tape out. But we're going to get to the point where, so how'd you end up in Yuma from New Mexico?
So in 95, 96, I went down my road and started my journey as a photojournalist.
Whoa.
So,
I'm sorry to interrupt you. Where in New Mexico?
Loving is the town I live in.
Is that close to Farmington?
No.
Oh, that's where I lived for 7 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yes. No, Farmington's. Yeah, you're way up north by Colorado.
It
We're down by
snowed
El
all
Paso,
the time.
Texas. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Keep going.
Yep.
Segue.
So I started at the Carlsbad Kern Argus, and I just took it. I was a lab tech. Back then, it was still black and white film, color film. And I was working in the dark room, souping film, making black and white prints.
Wow.
And the photographer that was there started sending me out on shoots because he needed help. And I just had a knack for it. And he really liked my work. So he mentored me, brought me along. So then that's what my career path has always been as a photojournalist.
Nice.
And in 99, I was in Hobbs, New Mexico, and I was just tired of being there. And I wanted to come back, get closer. I actually was supposed to, I was trying to make it back to California. I wanted to get up there.
Going back to Cali.
Yes, sir.
That's where he wants to go.
And in 2000, that's when I saw the opening here in Yuma, and I sent out my resume to Randy. And Randy called me on the phone.
Is that the Yuma Sun?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So to go be their photographer or photojournalist?
Yep. And that's Randy hired me, and it's
Cool.
it's his fault I'm here in Yuma.
It's his fault.
Bad Randy.
Randy's still there, I think, right?
No, he retired.
Oh,
Yeah,
did
I
he?
was
Yes,
like,
Randy
no.
retired.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Like I just remember always seeing his name in the
Oh, yeah.
newspaper.
Yeah.
So you did like all the pictures for the paper?
Yes, from 2000 to 2006, it was me and Randy, and then Jacob Lopez worked for us also.
Very cool.
Yeah. So honestly, when I got to Yuma, it was the best time to be a photojournalist here and a journalist. We were doing a lot of things. I went to the college national championship twice. It covered the World Series when the Diamondbacks won.
Yeah.
Oh, how fun.
We were doing a lot. And when I left in 2006 to go to YPG, that's when the industry started to change. And one of the reporters I was working with, Louis Villalobos, he's now at USA Today. He was one of the very first journalists to start blogging his stories and using the crappy little camera phones that we had on our flip phones. And he would take a picture and he created his own blog.
Yes.
And then that's when it just started changing.
I remember when blogs first came out.
blogs.
It was like a big thing. Like,
oh, yeah.
just talk about your life.
Yeah, it's the first introduction of the influencer world. You know, that's where it can from.
No,
you
definitely.
A day in the life of you.
Yeah, right. You know,
Totally.
So
hey, and I miss my flip phone. Sorry. I loved my flip phone.
That battery didn't die for about a month.
And you spent so much less time on it. That's what I miss. I'm like chained to my phone. But anyways.
Yeah, my phone's almost dead right now. And
oh, no. What are you going to do?
No, it's horrible. So you're doing that. So did you get immediately involved? Because with ESTAB Records, was that here? Did you create that here in Yuma, or was that something?
Yes, that was created here in Yuma.
Okay.
So when I got to Yuma, I had just finished a project in New Mexico with the group that I was working with, with Dynamic Low. And the funny thing about it is at the time, the label that I had, it was called Criminal Records. And I knew coming to Yuma, the criminals were here
That's right.
because they had gone to a basketball tournament in Hobbs when I was working there. And everybody was talking about the name.
The name, yeah.
So around 2003 is when I met B and Debo, and we started ESTAB Records together. B had his own label going on. Me and Debo started working together, and then we just merged.
How did you come up with that name? What does it mean?
it came
ESTAB?
Yeah.
Like, is it established? That's what
Yes.
Oh.
So we put out the first project we put out together was called The Establishment.
Gotcha.
So we were just going under The Establishment, and B's the one actually coined the phrase. He said he just started calling it ESTAB. And then when we just went our ways, I asked him, I was like, hey, do you mind if I hold on to that? And, just hold on to
Just keep
ESTAB
it.
Records?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, sure. No problem.
Makes sense now.
So that's how it came about.
So who was all a part of ESTAB throughout the years?
So it started with me, B, and Debo. And then we brought in Sal, who went by Santo at the time. And Evelyn Molina was a part of our group for a while. And she went on, she was part of the Selena tribute band.
Cool.
The global one.
The global one.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Evelyn's an
cool.
amazing talent. Oh,
Was she the singer?
Oh,
wow.
yeah. I go back and listen to a lot of the stuff we recorded with her, and it's just raw vocals. And yeah,
She's like
Just
real good.
nailing it.
Wow.
yes. And so then from there, I kind of pulled away from it for a couple of years. And when we went back in, that's when I started working with Merckx, Ty, and Spar. And they were like the last group that I
The
worked
last
with.
bit of it.
Okay.
Okay. And then how'd you link up with Adrian?
So the funny thing about that is me and Adrian met at Cibola during a football game.
Okay.
I was covering it, and he was out there with the camera. And so we just started talking, and I told him, I was like, well, hey, he said he was interested in photography, was thinking about going down the road. So I told him, hey, meet me at the paper, bring some of your work. And I really liked it. So I started using him as a stringer, and he would cover
nice.
games. And one day we're leaving the paper, and he looked in the back seat of my car. My mixing board was back there. He goes, is that a mixing board? I'm like,
Are you a rapper?
yeah. He goes, you were into music? I was like, yeah, I have a studio. And at the
Wow.
time,
I love it.
my studio was where Walgreens is on 4th Avenue. There was a bunch of office complexes, and that was where my first studio was. So me and him linked up through music and just stayed friends throughout all these years.
Yeah. And we're talking about Adrian Matthews, who
Yes.
used to teach the audio engineering program over at Kofa High
Yes.
School. Unfortunately, they don't have it anymore, but
Nope.
Is
Yeah.
he the ice cream guy?
Yes.
yeah,
Dolce
Dolce Freeze.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes.
I knew it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
you need to get him on the show.
No, I do. I'm
He's
going to. I'm,
shy. Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
he's not. Trust me.
I've asked him a couple of times, but he's
Yeah.
like, "Hey, I don't know what I'm doing for work.
Oh,
yet."
that's
So
true.
That was in the middle of that. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, no, I just was thinking today I need to get him on. So
Mhm.
I'm going to definitely reach out to him because that's a great story. Because actually, so Adrian, I used to do songs with his older sisters.
Oh,
They were singing, Sandra and Tarina, Tarina. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, they were singing. And so I did some stuff with them back in the day. And so he was like up and coming. He was like working in it, kind of getting in there, learning how to record and provide that, kind of fit in that role, you know? And so then, I saw you guys linked up. You guys had a studio together for quite some time. You said you're still in the same spot.
Yep, still in the same spot.
So this we're going to get to right here, this tape right here, because, and I wanted to bring up Adrian because you said Adrian was telling you over and over again, you need to make one of these.
Yes.
So how long ago was this that he first told you? And then how'd you finally get around to it?
When we kind of went into the studio together, which is around 2015, 2016, he started telling me, because we were doing the gauntlet. And what the gauntlet was, is I would make beats and put them on Facebook and say, hey, whatever rapper wants to come and compete on the gauntlet, you could come in, and we would film it, put it on YouTube. People got to vote. It was on YouTube and Facebook. And during that time, he's like, why don't you just put out a beat tape? And I'm like, man, I don't just want any random grabbing
so
my
10
beat
years
and
ago
rapping
now.
on it.
It was a decade ago he said this. You finally did it.
So I was really, like, I still had that mindset of it's mine.
Sure.
You know, these are my babies. I don't want to give my babies out.
Sure.
But now I'm like, you know what? People need music.
Sure.
People need,
Share it with the world.
they need music. Instrumentals is what inspired us to start. So
Why not?
you know, why not? And why not just put some time and effort, compose and arrange the beats, let them speak for themselves. And
So this
let
is
people
literally
enjoy 'em.
just a beat tape.
It's just beat tape.
Gotcha. So
I mean, there's some vocals on there,
Okay.
but it's just singing parts, but it's woven in to the music. Yeah,
Okay.
there's no real lyrics or song structure, lyrical song
So someone
structure.
could use your beats? Are you okay with that? That's fine.
You're kind of putting it out there in the world.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly.
Yeah, you put it out there and
Like, hey, use this.
whatever people want to do with it. So the beats, did you sample? Did you do any sampling
Oh,
on
yeah,
this?
of
Oh, a lot of
course.
sampling. Oh,
Of
great. Okay,
course.
cool. Yeah.
But back in about the same time, about 2015, I ran into Funk G Beat on Instagram, and he lives in Moscow.
Oh.
And he's playing all of these Russian albums, and he called it MPC food. uses to sample.
Yeah.
So I started messaging him,
Mhm.
and so I started buying albums from him.
Mm.
So I have this library of Russian music from the 70s.
Wow.
Yep. But what they
crazy.
were doing was they were taking music from the US
Mm.
and recreating it. So it's
Yeah.
a lot of funk.
Hmm.
It's a lot of blues.
So there's
That's cool.
in that world, there's like a really cool like funk albums that come out of places like Japan at
Yes.
that time that people sampling is big in hip hop. Sampling is
Yeah.
when you take a
Mhm.
piece, if you don't are not familiar with it, a piece of another song and then put it in and kind of make it your own, chop it up or do whatever. And so as you kind of dive into it, it's like, wait a minute. In Japan, they were doing all this funk stuff that is perfectly lends itself to creating a hip hop beat.
Yep.
And then even in Africa, there's some really cool stuff that people have no idea about it. But if you're lucky enough to get some of these records imported, you could make some masterpieces after these little tiny chunks, sometimes maybe even 5 seconds, 10 seconds of sounds. And so you have this whole library. And then did any of that go into this?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of the sound comes from those albums.
Awesome.
So, real quick, let everybody know how to get this because yes, there's a tape, but if you open it up,
Yes.
and if you don't have a cassette, that you could download
Because
it.
he handed it to me, and I'm like, how am I supposed to
Ronnie
listen to this?
Ronnie's like, what am I supposed to do with
I
this?
don't have anything to play a tape. And then he's like, open it up. There's a QR
Yeah,
code.
QR
I was like, dirt. So this is awesome.
So tell
thank you.
everybody where to find it. Let everybody know your socials and all the good stuff.
So you can reach out to me and I'll meet up with you if you want to buy it that way.
Okay.
Or you can go on Bandcamp. It's e-stab.bandcamp.com and you can buy it from Bandcamp.
Okay,
Nice.
so if people want to meet up with you, how do they hit you on the socials?
You can get me on my Instagram, which is estab
okay.
at estab, or Alfred JH
Okay.
that's my personal one, has all my more people on it.
Okay.
So
gotcha.
Instagram is the best way to get a hold of me.
Nice.
Instagram. So, hey, man, this is so cool. It was memory lane as soon as it popped up on my feed. I was like, what is this? This is great. I love the album cover. Love everything about it. It does take me back to when I was a kid, first getting the Beastie Boys and Run DMC tapes and stuff. And so I look forward to listening to it.
Oh, thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you
I
both
like it a
very
lot.
much.
And I think
Good luck.
we also made a decision. We're going to do a radio show here together. So
Yes, sir.
I'm going to hold it to him now.
Hey,
so
let's do
we're
it.
going to make it happen. So thank you so much for being with us, Alfred.
Yeah.
The best of luck with everything you do. I appreciate you, bro.
Hey, thank you. Thank
Yep,
you both.
nice to meet
All
you.
right. And we will be back with our next victim, Jade, who's been sitting quietly over
She's
here
been watching us.
like, it's like, oh no, what I get myself into. She hasn't left yet, guys. So we're in a good place.
She
all
hasn't
right.
She's still
All right, we'll be back with her right after this. You're listening to What's Up Yuma Radio right here on 94.7 KOFA Border Radio.
KAWC and Border Radio are supported by Prison Hill Brewing Company on Main Street. Both first-time offenders and repeat visitors can get paroled from the ordinary with locally brewed beers and meals such as Yardbird and waffles. Time done at Prison Hill is considered well spent. The menu and more are at prisonhillbrewing.com and on Facebook.
Hey, this is Jay with Mixtape, the radio show all about sharing music from the days of cassette tapes and before the time of online. We'll listen to artists from the 70s, 80s, and 90s playing some of the greatest alternative hits, along with songs you may have never heard but wish you had. Each episode will have a theme, bringing back the lost art of mixtapes with no rules nor a perfect recipe, just a love for music. Join me for Mixtape on 94.7 Kofa Border Radio or on the Kofa app, Thursdays at 7 p.m. and Sundays at 2 in the afternoon.
The Yuma County Library District announces an all-ages reading challenge running through the month of January. Participants commit to read 20 minutes per day, with all reading, even audiobooks, counting towards progress. The challenge can be completed digitally or by submitting a written reading log. Information on participation, earning badges, and winning prizes is at yumalibrary.org.
For KAWC News in Yuma, I'm Victor Calderon. Governor Katie Hobbs and the Arizona Office of Economic Opportunity are awarding an additional $3 million to expand construction apprenticeships across the state. The funding through the Build It AZ Apprenticeship Initiative will support 10 registered programs as Arizona works to fill more than 20,000 construction jobs expected to be needed by 2030. One of the recipients is Arizona Western College, which serves Yuma and La Paz counties. Governor Hobbs says the program helps Arizonans earn while they learn, building skills for family-sustaining careers in construction. The program is on track to double the number of skilled construction apprentices by the end of 2026. The newest grants will be used to expand training capacity, hire instructors, upgrade equipment, and provide support like childcare and transportation to help apprentices succeed. For KAWC News, I'm Victor Calderon.
Way down yonder in New Orleans. It's one of many songs written about our home place. We'll hear some of those and go beyond. To blues and jazz, roots rock and soul, gospel and country, Tejano, Zydeco, and swamp pop. The beat goes on. American Roots from PRX.
Saturday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. here on Border Radio, KOFA.
Hey, it's A. Martinez with NPR News. I've heard that humans are problem solvers. You see a problem in the community, a person in need, a project that needs to be fixed, or a group that needs help, and you come together to solve it. That's what makes you a strong community. So right now, I hope we can count on you to join other humans to support KAWC. Listener support provides the resources for the KAWC News team to cover problems and solutions that matter to you. All you need to do is visit kawc.org/donate. Show your support at whatever amount works for you, and thanks.
Please support KAWC and Border Radio at kawc.org/donate. And thanks. The Yuma Art Center will host the annual Yuma Art Symposium, February 19th through the 21st at the Art Center and locations within Yuma's historic North End. The 3-day event will include exhibitions, demonstrations, and presentations. Presenters will share insights into disciplines including metal, clay, photography, and painting. More information is at yumasymposium.org.
What's up, Yuma? Welcome back to What's Up, Yuma Radio. We are here now, joined by Jade. She did not run away after all of that.
She almost
stuck
did.
with it. Yeah, it got touchy there. It was like touch and go for a little bit.
And she's super fit. We wouldn't have been able to catch her.
No, she's like, I'll be out of here. Yeah, that's it. No.
I don't know about running fast. I might have lunged out the door.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh, yes,
Doing lunges out there. All right. So you're a bikini bodybuilder.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So okay, so I know bodybuilding. So then it's just like you just add a bikini. Is that what it is?
Much. It's 4-H for humans. That's what I say.
4-H for humans.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I've never heard that before.
Muscles.
Yeah, you got to see all the meat, and you want it to be super muscular. So
Wow. Okay. There we go.
Yeah, tone, super tone.
And you can catch her at the fair coming up in April. No. All right. So but from Yuma.
Not originally.
Not
I'm from
originally.
Palm Springs.
Palm Springs.
I've been here
Okay.
a long time. Though,
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
When did you end up over here?
Oh my gosh, like the first grade. I think it was.
Oh,
5 or
first
6.
grade.
Yeah.
You're young.
Yeah.
What brought you here? We already know the top 3 answers. Let's see.
My stepdad was in the military.
There we
There
go.
it is.
There you
Yeah,
go.
military. Yeah. That'll do it.
Yeah.
The military will do it.
Yes.
So where'd you go to first grade?
OC Johnson.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then junior high?
Woodard.
And then high school?
Kofa. Well, I went to Yuma for a year, and then I went to Kofa.
Nice.
Yeah. Then you're like, you wanted to go to the better school.
Yeah, it was a little different. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Real quick, I forgot to open with this. Shout out to Kim for putting this together. Part of the
Kim
women.
H?
Yeah, Kim H.
Hannon.
Kim Hannon. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
she's
she helped
amazing.
put this together. So shout out
cool.
to Kim. She's absolutely amazing. So so anyway, so you're here in Yuma. You grew up here.
Yes.
Yeah. You love it. You love Yuma.
You know what? It grows on you.
It
and
grows
it's one
on
of those
you.
places you can't leave. Like it's like a
So
magnet.
did you
sucks
want to
you back
leave for a
in.
while? Did you leave
I
for a while?
thought about it. We left to Missouri for a couple years. Came
Missouri?
back. Yeah, we lived in Springfield.
Okay. What was that like?
It was nice.
It was nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
we were close to Branson, so there was a lot to do. You know, all the like roller coaster parks and all that.
Oh.
stuff.
Okay.
So,
Was this when
lots
you were
of
a
shows
kid?
And yeah,
Or
I
adult?
was
Okay.
in junior high when we went to Missouri. Yeah.
And then you came back.
yeah,
Ah.
yeah, military.
No, the military thing. Oh, gotcha. There wasn't something that you did. You were trying to go get out.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Oh,
You got
okay.
stationed.
Yes.
Okay.
So
You get looped back in though. Yuma's amazing.
I
like that,
agree. I
so.
moved away for 10 years and now I'm back.
Yeah. See?
So when you were in high school, what did you want to do?
So when I was in high school, I like to sing. I was always into singing. There was a lot that happened in my personal life in high school. So when I was 17, I became Miss Yuma County. I turned 17 2 days before the pageant. So you have to be 17 before you win. I never wanted to do the pageant, but I was failing one of my classes and had a lot of absences. And my teacher's like, you're going to do this pageant. I'm not going to give any names away or any more details. I don't want to get anybody in trouble.
So she's like, you do that, I'll pass you.
Yeah. She's like, I will clear
The statutes of
absences.
limitations are over.
Yeah, who is it?
Who is this teacher?
Am I allowed to?
Yes.
Sure.
It was my dance teacher. She was on the board.
What's her name?
Annalisa.
Anna,
Right.
Lisa.
She believed
All right.
in you.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna get her in trouble.
No, you know,
She enforced
the
it,
FBI is
right?
at her house right
Right?
now. She's like,
So it's
you
like
know.
a bribe. So what you're saying.
No, it's
I'm just
cool.
kidding.
So yeah,
Just-
she came
it
to me
worked
and
out.
she's like, if you want to pass this class, you're gonna try out for this pageant. And I'm like,
Okay.
I had like a lip ring and a nose ring and I wore on my like punk rock. I was not a pageant girl.
Oh, really?
Not at all.
I-
No.
wow.
Punk
Okay.
rock
No.
emo all the way in
Yes.
high school. Yeah.
So were you listening to that music? I just want to pause there for a minute.
I was into like Blink 182
Yep.
and My Chemical Romance.
Taking Back
Yeah.
Sunday.
Yes, yes.
So, okay, I'm going to go even more sidetracked. Did you see that there's a karaoke tonight? There's there's a whole emo karaoke night
Someone was
with a
telling me
live
about
band.
that. Oh my
So the
God.
live band will play the music and you get to go up there and actually sing with
And
the
you
live
like
band
singing?
at Taros
Yeah.
Chicale.
Well, okay, catch me there. What time
Yeah.
is it?
It's at 7.
it's
My
on-
friend invited me and I was
Oh,
like, that's my
so
bedtime. I'm
fun.
boring.
I
Yeah,
know.
they
But
reached
I
out.
like that music.
They're like, you get in for free. We got you and somebody else, and it's like, oh, bedtime though,
Yeah.
you know. But
I kind of am boring.
but I love emo music.
25.
Emo music, or
Yeah.
punk rock. I love punk rock a lot. But
too.
then emo was a little bit later for me. I wasn't like a scene person because
Mm.
I was old around that time. But anyway, I still love the music.
Yeah.
I said love it. So that's your look. That was your MO.
yes.
Like you had that.
Yeah, you're like, how am I going to be a
And then
beauty
how
pageant?
do you do that?
So I mean, I just went shopping.
You went shopping?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like,
Got
I
the
look like a
ring.
pageant girl. Got to take out the ring. Cutting out the rings. And show up to the pageant, and I swore the whole time, like, there's no way I'm gonna win this thing. So I'm just gonna have fun. We're just gonna do it. Sure enough, at the end of it, they're like, and the first place winner is Jade. My name was Miller at the time, Jade Miller, and I'm like, I looked at the lady, I was like, me? She's like,
Really?
yeah.
It was
I'm
that
like,
big
no
of a
way.
surprise.
Yeah,
That's
it was.
hilarious.
Yeah.
And say one more time, what year is this?
This was 2010.
2010.
Yeah.
And you were in what grade?
I was a senior.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what happened after that?
So then, like, I went on to Miss Arizona and all those things. I got a
cool.
free gym membership for winning the pageant
Okay.
to the OG 4th Ave.
Oh,
Nice.
cool. Shout
And-
out to Justin Hale.
Yes. And that's when I started working out there. Again, a lot going on in my personal life, but then now I'm
Yes.
like Miss Yuma County and like waving at people. And I'm like, my life's like
Yeah.
falling apart, but I'm like, we can do this.
Oh, yeah.
I love you.
And that's part of what you have to do when you win those pageants, right? You got to go out and
Yes.
represent, and you have to
Yeah.
look
We
and
had a pageant queen on. Dandy. Remember Dandy?
yeah,
She
Amanda
won.
Mellon.
Oh, she's like,
Yeah.
I couldn't be married. I
Yeah.
had to be single.
Yes.
Like, these are crazy rules.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
I was like, what? So what kind of crazy rules were there for
Yeah,
you?
you have to, like, if you had a boyfriend, you had to call him like your best friend. You could call him your boyfriend.
You had to be single.
Yeah.
That's
Uh-huh.
insane.
Yeah.
Anyways.
So
I'm gonna
then
get
when I
yelled
go
at.
to Miss Arizona, they're all older. They're all like 22, 23. I think the age limit was 24. So they're older
Oh.
for me. I'm
Yeah.
17.
Wow. You're
Yeah.
not
I was
even-
like the baby there.
Yeah.
It was so
You're like, what are you
intimidating.
doing here? Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, but it was such a cool experience. It really like pushed me out of my box.
Mhm.
But when I got that free gym membership, I remember again dealing with a lot.
Yeah.
I had a couple from my old church that took me in, and they were like, "We're going to teach you how to work out." Brock and Jessica, they're like, I call them my godparents. And they taught me how to work out and how
Yeah.
to like relieve stress at the gym.
Yeah.
And I remember walking down. If you guys have been to the OG 4th Ave, they have like all those old bodybuilder photos
Yeah.
on the wall.
Mhm.
And I remember one day I was walking down and I was like, I want to be on that wall one day.
Really?
I was 17. And I
I've
was like,
never
I
said
wanna
that
do
walking by that wall.
Johnny doesn't go to the
no.
gym.
Yeah, no, I walk by that wall a lot. I've gone to the gym, but
Like,
it's
that's a
like,
nice wall.
yeah, it's
You're like,
like,
"That's not me."
no, never going to be that strong. But
So I actually got my pro card this year and I emailed Justin and I was like, hey, Do I get to be on that
Yeah,
wall?
no, what?
And that was like
Yes?
16 years in the making.
Wow.
So do you get to? What do you say?
Yeah. So I took
Yeah.
my photo recently, so he's gonna put me on the wall. But it was such a full
cool.
circle. Like,
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
I'm gonna ask him later. I live in his house.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, while you fix the
She
toilet,
just-
tell me about
She just lives somewhere in his house. That's it. She just goes to
I kicked
Justin's
him
house.
out.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
like, get out, Justin.
You're out, Justin. Yeah, this is
Really?
mine now.
That is really funny.
But
I love
so
it.
okay, so that's a congratulations on
That's
that.
amazing.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. So then was that the beginning of your fitness journey? Because part of it is losing a lot of weight, over 100 pounds, I think it
Are
says
you
in your
serious?
your bio?
Yeah. So I worked out all through high school.
Uh-huh.
Life went on. I kind of put that dream on the back burner.
Yeah.
Okay, so what would you do in high school?
Like in
What
high
about,
school.
like,
No, after high school.
After
sorry,
high school,
sorry.
I went to AWC for a couple years for
Okay.
business and marketing.
Oh.
I got married pretty young at
Mhm.
23 and then had kids like right off the bat. So
Yeah.
by the time
Ah.
I was like 26,
You
I had 2 kids.
Wow.
Yeah.
Were you
back to
were you
back.
working at that time too, or
I
just
was
stay-at-home mom?
working. Yes, we were full-time worship pastors at.
Whoa.
So you were singing
Yeah.
up there.
Oh, you were
Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah. It was a lot. It was
Mm.
fun, but it was a lot.
A
So
lot.
you're saying you lost 100 pounds.
Yes.
So how did you gain this? Was it through motherhood? Was it?
I would say that and a lot of stress, a lot
Okay.
on my plate.
Sure.
I think as women, we tend to, I mean, everybody does it, but it's really easy to like take on everyone else's burdens and
Sure.
be like, I can handle it. I got this.
I got
you
it
know?
all.
And yeah. So I was 230 pounds. And I would wake
Whoa.
up in the morning and I mean, I would just start crying because the bottom of my feet hurt so bad. I have like a little size 8 foot, but I'm
Yep.
5'10",
Yep.
5'9".
Mhm.
And it was just too much weight to carry and I just felt miserable. And
How old are you at that point, and then what year?
I was 20. Let's see that. So that was 2020
Mhm.
and we're at 2026. I'm 33. So that was 5 years ago. I was 27.
So 5 years ago, you're waking up, you're uncomfortable, you
Yeah.
don't want to feel this way anymore. But
Yeah.
the stress, I get it.
Yes, stress is
will
bad.
it'll
Oh,
keep
yeah.
you
And
eating
stress
quick.
eating, exactly.
That's my thing. Stress eating.
So I'm the
and I
opposite.
wanna-
When I stress, I don't eat,
Okay.
and that can be just as bad because
What? I
lethargic.
wish.
That's what people say,
I
but
need
no.
that problem running.
It affects your brain. It affects your sleep. You
Yeah.
know, like, and then my husband's like, eat.
Yeah.
You know, like eat something.
Yes.
And so, were you depressed also?
That
all
and
of
like
the
I'm
above.
really good at like just carrying on no matter how I feel. Like
Just
I just
push
keep
it
going,
through.
keep going until I'm like,
You burn out.
yeah.
Yes. The
And I did
burnout's
that for
real.
years.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so this is the beginning of that burnout. Then
Yep.
you're waking up. So we're going to take a quick break and we're going to come back on the other side to find out what you did about it and how you
Yeah.
took control of all of that. Okay. All right. We're going to do that after a quick break. You're listening to What's Up Yuma Radio right here on 94.7 KOFA Border Radio.
Yuma Council for CASA will present Shake, Rattle, and Roll, an Elvis tribute extravaganza starring Scott Bruce on March 13th at the Yuma Civic Center. The performance will focus on Elvis's early years and will benefit the local efforts of court-appointed special advocates. Tickets are available at yumashowtickets.com.
I'm Maria Hinojosa. Next time on Latino USA. It's been a year of the Trump presidency, and what a year it has been. If you're Latino, Latina, a trans person, a Muslim, a journalist, and the list goes on. A conversation with our experts on where 2026 might be headed. That's next time on Latino USA.
Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. on KOFA Border Radio 94.7 FM. It's a mostly sunny day in Yuma with a high of 67 degrees expected. Breezy with winds out of the northwest at 15 to 20 miles per hour. Could gust up to 30 miles per hour. Tonight, clear with a low of 45. In Kingman, a wind advisory remains in effect. The high will be 47 degrees and the low 28. In Prescott, the high is 41 degrees. There's an 80% chance of precipitation. Clear skies tonight with a low of 20. In Flagstaff, a winter weather advisory in effect. The high is 34 and the low is 10.
What's up, Yuma? Welcome back to What's Up, Yuma Radio. We are here talking to bikini bodybuilder Jade in his house. Go back to the hip hop, talking to AJ Fresh. That's how I'm going to talk for the rest of the show.
He's stuck
in his house. What? No. So we got to the point. You're waking up. You're 230 pounds. Your feet hurt. You're tired of it, but you're stressed. So how do you say enough is enough?
Yeah. So I was at the park one day with my kids, and they were running wild, and I wanted to be up there with them. They kept asking me, and I was just like, no, I can't. Like, I'm tired. I was just feeling lazy, and I really didn't have the energy to do it. I actually didn't have the energy. And I remember sitting on the bench being like, man, this is like not the mom I wanted to be. Yeah. I wanted to be the mom that gets up there and does monkey bars with her kids, you know?
Yeah.
And that moment for me was like, I need to do something about
I think
this.
everyone has those moments. Mine was like after my second was born, he was like 6 months old and he had pink eye, and we were at the doctor, and I was like, let me get on the scale, like just to see, because it was like my mind was blown at what I actually weighed. And that day I was like, no more. But I didn't do it healthy. I started starving myself. You know, I started doing all these
I
working
became
out like
anorexic, bulimic.
But even when you try to starve yourself, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Like I had it, and my husband's like a personal trainer, nutritionist. He's like, you're doing it all wrong, honey. And I'm like, be quiet. So
Shut up, Bo.
I actually started listening, and now it's been 7-8 years of actually
and you
being,
look amazing.
Thank you,
Yeah.
you too. But
Yeah.
actually being healthy. Yeah, it's not to be skinny; it's to be healthy.
Yeah, no, and that's one thing. I am a foodie. I could never. I'm like, people are like, what do you think about intermittent fasting? I'm like, absolutely not for me. No,
I want to eat.
Yeah.
So then you're doing it. You can't get on the monkey bars with the kids.
Yeah.
So you said, okay, I'm going to take this serious. I'm going to do something. What was the first things you started to do?
So my first goal was like, if I could just walk around the neighborhood with the kids, and they were like in a stroller at the time. Like, if I could just do a full lap around the neighborhood. So it started with that, and then like, if I could do 2 laps, and then that turned into maybe I should spend a half an hour a day at the gym.
Yeah.
And all I could remember was deadlifts, so I would just go do like 4 sets of deadlifts. And
Wow.
You're trying.
Yeah,
you're trying.
You're doing something.
my deadlifts.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's from Brock. Is that what Brock taught you?
Yeah. We just did like deadlifts, traps, and like extensions.
Is Brock still around?
Yes,
Or
he is.
he's
You know
strong.
him?
Yeah, I've seen him at the gym. I've talked to him a few
He's
times.
amazing.
He looks like 80 years old, but he's like,
He's
Muscly.
77.
that's what I'm saying.
Whoa.
Yeah, but he's yoked.
He could compete
He
now.
he walks around the.
That's amazing.
Like, I was like,
That's awesome.
one day, no.
One day, Johnny.
Yeah, I got the gray beard, but I don't have the. But go ahead. So he taught you the deadlift, so you're in there deadlifting it
Deadlifts,
away.
traps, and leg extensions.
Yeah.
That's like what we did all day, every day. So I just did what I knew.
Yeah.
And then I had met a coach like when I was in high school, and I wanted to be a bodybuilder, and I was like, I'm going to do that one day. And they came to the gym when I was at my heaviest, and they were like, oh my God, I remember you. Do you still want to do a show? And I was like,
Are you for real?
It's up here, but it ain't here. Like,
yeah.
you're funny.
Well, that's where it starts.
That's
so
right.
yeah.
Yeah. And he's like, no, we could do it. And I'm like, dude, you're crazy. I'll think about it. So I went home, thought about it. And I was like, you know what? This is what I always wanted to do. So we're just going to go for it. So I spent 8 months with him lifting and losing weight.
Oh, wow.
And went into my first show, October. It was October
And it
the
took
8th.
8 months
Yeah.
to lose 100 or?
No, I had already lost probably 40 on my own.
Gotcha.
And he helped me lose about 60 more.
That's amazing.
Go into my
So
first show.
isn't it the kitchen though, where you lose the weight?
It is all in the kitchen.
Yeah.
I would say 90%.
But you're a foodie, so how do you balance
Yeah.
this?
You got to eat a lot of the right things. At the
Yeah.
right time. I mean, I go through a jar of peanut butter a week. I like.
So do we.
So
That's insane.
what peanut is it, like a magical peanut butter that helps you lose
All
weight, or
peanut
what?
butter is magical, but no.
I'm a big almond butter fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you just have
Almond
to-
butter's gross.
I thought that, and my brain now absolutely loves
Really?
it. I just trained yourself.
I've tried it. I'm like,
I
I'll
love
send you the right
crunchy
one.
Peanut butter.
Oh, I hate
that you
crunchy.
stir. I love crunchy.
No, so how was your first show?
How was my first show?
Yeah.
It was amazing. I really loved it.
Where was it?
It was in San Diego.
Ooh.
And going from a size 16 down to like, I think I was like a size 1 into my
Wow.
first show was a trip.
Okay, so you're losing the weight. You're looking good. What about psychologically? Are you telling yourself like, yeah, I'm amazing? Or are you still like, I just shouldn't be doing this?
No, it just this morning when your intro came on, you're like, she's a bodybuilder. I'm like, yeah, I am.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
because that's like the
It's a trip,
imposter
huh? Yeah.
thing that comes into your head. Like, am I really this?
Yeah.
It's like, well, it says it on it.
That actually happened at Olympia this year. I competed at the Natural Olympia.
Wow.
And in other shows, this was the biggest show I've been in. And when they call you off to the side, it's a bad thing. And so they called me right off the bat. I was the first one they called off to the side. Yeah, instantly my heart sunk and I was like, dang,
I'm out.
Yeah, the whole time. I did my best, but I was just like, oh, okay. So I get off the stage and my coach comes back and he's like all happy. I'm like,
what happened?
Bro, like,
yeah, bro.
No.
I like that, bro.
Why are you happy I'm out?
He's like, congrats. I'm like, on what? He's like, you got called out in the first top 5 call out. I'm like, I did? Like the whole time. The whole time I didn't believe that I could be. So it's challenged me to acknowledge how much I downplay myself.
Yeah.
You know? And that the sport has taught me so much. It's so much more than just lifting and eating.
Oh yeah,
macros.
it's spiritual, it's mental, it's emotional, it's everything.
It really is. Yeah.
So what did you place with your first show?
I got second place.
Oh, your very first show?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I got second place, and then I've always placed in the top 5, which is pretty cool.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And then
so what do you do today? Do you still do shows? Like, what's your goal? Aren't you a trainer?
I am. Yeah.
Yes.
So now I help people lose weight. I coach online. I do like fitness plans, nutrition. I also coach in person at a couple different gyms. And that's like what I love to do. I love it.
Just help people get to where you.
What do you work on first when somebody comes in? Do you, obviously, they're there maybe to train, but do you help them with that mindset part of it too? And
yes. And I actually just had a client call the other day. She called and confessed her food sins to me.
I did that yesterday.
Really?
Yeah, with the person helping me, I did it.
We all do.
Yeah.
We all do.
She actually said, "I can't believe that what you just did."
She shamed you.
No, not in a bad way. She's great. I have to love her, but but she's like, "You shouldn't be able to do that." It's like, well, you don't know how hungry I get.
Oh yeah,
You know?
I'm starving. When hunger takes over.
Okay, but it was because I did a big photo shoot for a client, and there was a lot of food. It was all food photo shoot, and I couldn't let it go to waste. And I was calling people saying, "Hey, we have this food here. Please come eat it." And then I'm just full, just eating. Like,
I mean, if it's free and it's sitting there,
it's just sitting there. And they brought the oysters out at the end, and I'm like, I gotta eat them.
It's protein.
Yeah. So I did good at the end.
I've never had an oyster my entire life.
You need to get some.
I want to try it.
I'm not
my husband doesn't take me anywhere.
Like
they're good.
I don't like slimy food.
Bo, please bring her as a celebration for her last show tomorrow. Bring some oysters.
I just want to try one oyster.
Just one oyster, Bo.
He shows up with one oyster. He texted me. He's like, I know Brock well, so he's listening right now.
Oh, cool. Yeah, shout out to Bo. Love Bo.
Crazy.
Yeah, he trained at 4th Ave forever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
okay.
Is that where you train?
Yeah.
Awesome. What other gyms are you able to say?
Oh, no. I like personally work out at 4th Ave. I don't coach there. Sorry, my brain.
Online though, is that hard or do you find it awesome? Because some people struggle with online training.
Some people do. A lot of online training is basically nutrition based.
Yeah.
I have an app for workouts and stuff, but that's where I start with people. Is their nutrition.
Yeah,
so
it's in the kitchen.
Yes,
Bo's told me that a bunch of times.
And learning that there's no such thing as good food or bad food. It's just the right amounts of the right
It's portion control.
Yeah.
But there's healthy carbs. People are so anti-carb. Carbs are good for you.
Oh my gosh, yes. When
you
people
can't
are like,
function
I'm going
without
no carbs,
them.
I'm like,
no. Okay, so then you're gonna lay there.
Yeah.
Like you have no energy.
I eat like 4 to 5 Rice Krispie treats every day. Like there's
Wow.
Not like my husband.
You heard it here. That's what I'm going to do. That's my diet plan right
She
now.
just told you could.
Rice Krispies.
I'm sold at that one.
He eats like
You're my
dark
coach
chocolate.
now.
Like he eats like good chocolate. I'm like, this is crazy. But yeah, you just have to have portion control.
Yeah.
And be able to limit yourself.
Yeah.
Which is hard.
Yeah. And eat enough protein to where you feel full.
Yes.
People miss out so much.
Yeah,
That's
and
very
protein
true.
will do that. Like, yeah, it'll feel. I notice like I
Yeah.
can only eat so much of the steak, and then I'm full. But then I get mad because I like to eat. So then it's like I don't want to eat the steak. I want to eat.
Yeah, I
Like,
want
it's a
more.
psychological thing in my
I want
head.
the bad
Volume,
food.
food volume.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah.
But so you press it on. You're doing. You have any
Yes.
shows coming up?
This year we're gonna go for the Olympia again. The goal is to now win the Olympia.
Gotcha.
So that's the next goal.
So you already did it though, the Olympia?
I did it for the first time this year.
So did
Yeah.
you place?
I got in the top 10 for I did the natural amateur and pro, and I got.
And
top
how
10
many
for both.
people were there?
There was like 28 girls in my category.
wow.
There was a lot.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's girls from all over the world.
Yeah,
All
I
over-
mean,
all
it's
over the
language.
world?
Languages, yes.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
my
I have
goodness.
so many fun
like
stories.
Miss
There was this
America.
really funny Russian lady like
Oh.
yelling at the backstage guy trying to figure out the time, and he's like, "No, 5:30." She's like, "I'm not number 5:30." He's like, "No, 5:30 p.m."
Oh, geez, freaking Russians.
Oh no.
So
We're canceled.
Yeah. Anyway, but so how do people follow you on
Yes.
your journey? Give us your socials and people that want to.
Instagram and TikTok. It's Jade in body and spirit. I like the name Jade. Jade is made through a ton of pressure, and that's basically
Oh, very cool.
how
That's
I roll with
beautiful.
it, so.
Yeah, so they can follow you and find out what's
Yeah.
next, or
Yeah.
go to you for advice, and you say, eat Rice Krispie treats. And you're like, yes, please.
Eat chicken
You're
and
hired.
Rice Krispie
That's
treats.
basically a perfect
butter,
diet.
peanut butter as well seems to be the
lots of
magic.
peanut
thing.
butter.
Little pumpkin pie thrown in there.
Yeah.
Well, I'm super proud of you, and continue on your goals. You can do anything
Absolutely.
you want. Yep.
Yeah. Thank you for being with
Appreciate
us. Talk to brother. If you do, tell him I said hi. I haven't talked to him in a while.
Yes, I
So
will.
shout out to Jazz. And
Aw,
yeah,
he's
he's a great guy. I love talking to that guy. I met him at the gym, actually.
Oh, really?
So yeah, believe it or not. So
Oh.
I go there sometimes.
He's
But
my favorite.
all right, with that, What's Up Yuma Radio is a production of KAWC, Colorado River Public Media. We broadcast from the studios in the Matador Activity Center at Arizona Western College in Yuma. We want to thank our engineer, Talon Gonzalez. He's sick today. Hope he gets better. Along with Anthony Arnales, who's filling in for him, Juan Garcia, Dave Reek, and Cecilia.
And you can find out more about KAWC at kawc.org, on Facebook at KAWC Radio, and on the KAWC app. And stay tuned following our program for KOFA Midday Music.
And tomorrow we're going to have more fitness people in. We got Ralph, and my cousin might showed up. He just bought a gym.
Oh, my
Yeah, and we're
goodness.
also going to have our very own Steve hanging on the show as well.
All right, and you can listen to the podcast version of our program and check out past episodes at kawc.org/podcast/What's Up Yuma Radio, and email us at whatsupyumaradio@gmail.com.
Do it. All right.
Bye,
See you guys tomorrow.
Thanks for listening to KOFA Yuma, whether it is on the radio at 94.7 FM or 1320 AM, or on your smartphone with the KOFA app, or on your computer at kawc.org. We are glad you have chosen us.
The KAWC Student Newsroom is funded by the Local News Initiative at the Community Foundation for Southern Arizona, the Scripps Howard Fund, and by generous local support. Thank you for supporting the next generation of public media. Learn more about the project and hear stories from emerging journalists at kawc.org/student newsroom.